Hey everyone, it's Nick here, your local chaotic entity. I thought I'd show you some really cool, or at least I think they're really cool, uh, Asgard miniatures. These are accompanied by Brian Ansel, and these particular ones are like Chaos Warriors before there were Chaos Warriors. This first one here is like a warrior wizard with a mace and a shield. Then we got this one, who's like a classic chaos warrior with an axe and a shield. Great detail for the time. I love these little guys. These are so freaking cool. Absolutely perfect. I would not change a thing on these. They are absolutely wonderful. Up next, this guy. Oh, I think the more faces you put on a model, the better it gets. Look at this. He's got a face on his chest, face on his back, face on his shield, face on his face. Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful mini. Awesome. Very chaosy. Very rad. Look at that. Like Darth Vader. Okay, maybe not Darth Vader, but really cool. Details are fantastic on these. We gotta practice sculpting chainmail. Up next, this is a classic evil cleric, original Citadel miniature. Love the packaging on these. Gonna have to cut it open though and get it out of here. I don't want this succumbing to any lead rot. And I want to paint it. And I want to add it to my army. So he is coming out of here. The bag's already mostly slit, but got my trusty X-Acto and I'm gonna get him out. Here he comes. 1 second. There we go. Bloop. There you have him. Look at this guy. The evil cleric. I don't remember if this is the first or second version of the evil cleric. I think it's the first one. But man, I love this mini. Fantastic. Gotta fix that little mace a little bit. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at the face. I don't know if that's a mask or his face, but either way, it looks so awesome. Love the details on this guy. His cape is cool. So rad. A little bit smaller scale. It's closer to like the 25mm D&D figures, but oh, so good. So good. Big fan of him. And then wanted to show you this. So Asgard is now making those miniatures from Brian Ansel's old company. Well, Viking Forge is the name of this company, but they're making the old Asgard miniatures, which is Brian Ansel's old company. So these are new castings from the original molds. That's my understanding, at least. So we've got a nice little Chaos Warrior here. Fantastic. Look at those details. I love this guy. I like his weird helmet. Very Squidward. Fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. So nice. Beautiful. And he comes with his axe. Nice little axe. Not a lot of miniatures from that era have separate weapons, so it's pretty cool that he came with a separate one. I thought about using a different weapon for him, but I'm gonna stick with what he came with. Just for historical purposes. So yeah, these guys are immediately gonna go on bases right now after I clean them up. It's kind of crazy how good the detail was back then, even though they didn't really have any digital technology or anything to really, make them look super clean. Everything was just sculpted by hand, cast by hand. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful models. I like single piece models too because, well, they're pretty easy to clean up. Just gotta file them down. The lead is a bit of a concern, but I mean, as long as I don't eat anything, I'm okay. Just gotta wash my hands and don't breathe in while I'm filing down toxic metals. Anyway, so I am going to use these. I think I'm going to use them for the Conquerors of Carpathia army as replacements for when my warriors die permanently. I've come up with a system now where at the end of the game, I'm going to roll a dice for each Chaos Warrior that dies, and if I roll a 1, he's permanently dead and I can't use him anymore. And then I'll replace him with one of these guys. So it'll be like an ever-changing, not growing, but constantly changing army. And I think it'll be pretty damn cool to do something like that. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before. Once a model dies, you have to replace him. But I think it'd be pretty rad. For now, it'll just be my Chaos Warriors. Maybe in the future, I'll expand that to the Forsaken and the Beastmen and whatnot. Or, well, I'm not going to throw out the old models or anything. I'm not going to sell them. I love them too much. So I'll probably rotate them. So if one dies, he gets rotated out and another one comes in. And the cycle will continue. Maybe I'll, when they come back, it'll be like someone found their armor. Or, maybe a necromancer brought them back. So, I think that'll be pretty cool. Let me get this guy on a base. This is the only, fresh base I had left. The rest are going to be recycled ones from, my old Warriors of Chaos, which are now in pieces. So, oh, look at this. Man, I bet this mini never thought it would be on a base. I bet you it thought it was done, wrapped in a bag forever. Now it's free to roam the battlefield and smash people's heads in with a mace. It's gonna be so freaking cool. I gotta get the rest of these guys on bases. Let's look at that package one more time. Awesome. It's cool to be holding a little piece of history like this. Very exciting. Okay. Next guy's up. Get that. Let's get this guy. Gotta do his axe after I clean him up. So, I've been thinking a lot about my next project, and I think I'm going to go with Demons of Chaos. I've already sculpted two demons, and I've kind of started trying my hand at some resin casting from home, because I cannot find a company right now that's doing resin casting. Ramshackle Games used to do that community project. I haven't gotten an answer back on that, but that's okay. I'm going to try to do it at home, and if the castings come out bad, well, that just gives me the ability to convert and put some new ideas into my army. So, I'm going to make a Demons of Chaos army. I was thinking to do half Khorne, half Nurgle, and call it the Legion of Bile and Blood. I think that would be really cool. And I already have two greater demons that I made a while ago using some metal bits, and I think having all of the infantry only be models that I've sculpted would be really fun and unique because, well, no one else has them because I sculpted them. So I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put them all on hex bases. And my reasoning for this is I can make movement trays for them with the hex bases. And then if I want to play, I know, God forbid, 40k, I can play 40k with them. And the bases are hexagons, so they're kind of round. And I can use them with my second edition Chaos Marines. And I'll have to show those off at some point. I'll probably wait until I completely finish the army, and I'll do a whole video on that. And that will be my other army. So, because I want demons to use in fantasy, but I kind of want to use them in 40k too, because I don't really get to play 40k too much, if at all. Not because there's no players around. I mean, there's way more 40k players in my area than Old World. But maybe I can finally get a game of 40k in and still have something made for Old World, which is my one true love in the Warhammer hobby. Let's get this guy on here. Gotta clean these bases up a little. There's a lot of gunk on them still because they are recycled. It's been a pain in the butt to find 30mm and 25mm bases locally. I try to stay away from ordering things online. I like to buy things in person. Part of the reason that my Conquerors of Carpathia army took so long is I wanted to find as much as possible in person and not buy things online. And living in the United States, some places I've heard in the UK you can find minis all over the place, but here finding old metal minis is kind of rough. This guy is looking good. I can't get this axe to stay even with super glue. That's because there's no flat areas for it to grip onto. I might have to break out the zip kicker, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I will do that if I have to. Okay. So, I think that I think I'm going to go with that Demon's Army idea. I'm sticking with that. So expect to see those soon. If I have pictures available by the time I post this video, I'll throw those up now. I'll be right around here. And you can take a look at those. I sculpted a Corn Demon and a Nurgle Demon in green stuff. Pretty neat. Corn Demon has a sword. Nurgle Demon is supposed to have this little scythe. I know when I mold these, it's going to be a pain in the butt. And some of it's not going to come out the way I want it to, so I'll have to figure that out. I don't have a pressure pot. I just mold them and then I squeeze the molds and slap them and drop them and do whatever I can to try and get them done. So we will see how that goes. But for now, I mean, even if the castings are bad, I can just kit bash with the bad castings and they'll still be original, so I'll be very happy. Hopefully I will get a chance to play Old World soon. I recently reconnected with a friend of mine from high school who I just found out plays Old World. So that will be really, really, really cool if I can do that. This guy is so rad. I love this. I love when they put faces all over them. Face on his chest, face on his shield, face on his back. He's wearing a helmet, and you can see his face inside, so I guess that's like two faces. It's so cool. Chaos is so special to me. I made a blog post a while ago, but I don't think anybody really read it. The reason I started playing Warhammer, or even started being interested, was because when I was little, there's in like Nanuet in New York, there's a mall called the Palisades Park Plaza, I think it is. It's like a 3Ps mall. Anyway, there used to be I think there was a Games Workshop store in there. It might have been another hobby store, but I'm pretty sure it was Games Workshop. And when I was little, my parents took me there. And when I went inside, big green table, and 2 people were playing, at the time, Fantasy. And somebody had a Bretonnian army, and somebody had a Demon's army. And that Demon's army was metal. And it looked amazing. All of the bases were green. Oh, it was so cool. And that hooked me. I, of course, wanted them. I saw those blood letters, and I wanted them so bad. But trying to convince my dad to spend that much money on little metal figurines at that age was not an easy feat. And he did not buy me those blood letters I wanted. But I never forgot them, and I always wanted them. I don't think I'll ever actually have them. I don't want to spend that much money. They're expensive, those old blood letters. Very expensive. So, I sculpted my own, and I'm going to use the ones I sculpted, and the Plague Bearers too. So that'll be cool. I will have a Demon's army that I want, and it'll be very, very personal. Because I sculpted these without any reference photos. I just kind of went from what I imagine in my mind those demons would look like. So, very, very personal to me. So, hopefully, I'll be able to share that with you soon. And I think it'll be really, really cool. I think it'll be very fun. If you guys have ever thought about, making an army from your childhood, or if you have made an army from your childhood, let me know what army that is, and if you have any similar stories to that when you first saw Warhammer being played for the first time, or even just saw the models for the first time, because I will never forget that. Beautiful, big, green flocked table with a Bretonnian and demon armies going at it. I was little. I had to stand on my tiptoes to see over the table. It was so cool. I'll never forget that. Never, never, never gonna forget that. Amazing. I love this wizard. Wizard Chaos Warrior. Look at these guys lining up so nicely together. They look so darn good. So now I have a replacement rank. 5 additional minis for my Conquerors of Carpathia in case my guys permanently die. Very cool. Well, have a great day, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and that's it. This is Nick, and see you around.